What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another entry of the June Vlog Challenge. And I want to apologize because I got the date wrong yesterday. Yesterday was the 11th. Today is June 12th, and I am such an idiot for forgetting because June 12th is a very important day for my life. And that day, 3 years ago, was the day I started talking to my wife online. I met her online. I met her on Plenty of Fish. Great dating app. If you can find the right person, it's a fantastic dating app. I recommend it. And I just knew instantly that we were going to fall in love. I instantly knew that she was the one. She ghosted on me for a couple of days, but she came back. They always come back. No, I'm just kidding. They never always come back. She was the first one that came back. I got ghosted on so many times, it was ridiculous. Like, when she came back, she apologized. I was like, it's okay. I'm used to getting ghosted on. It's no big deal. So, how you like the hair? I slicked it back again today. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys the reason why I'm going mobile is I stocked the fridge with some stuff. And if you can guess what's in my fridge before you advance in this video, I will give you one thing in my fridge. I'll give you this door. This door will be yours right here. Just kidding. All right, so here's what I got. Got your essentials. Strawberries. Chucky milk, Gatorade. Gotta stay hydrated, especially in the summer heat. Got up to like 100 and something today. Sweet tea, Gold Peak sweet tea, Texas style. Snapple peach tea, which is about to tip over. Yep, water bottles. And I got these water bottles, but I think, okay, we're good. I got all these water bottles right here left over from the move. So they're water bottles. Water doesn't go bad in bottles, at least I don't think. So, yeah, I got that stocked up, and all I have in the freezer right now, I don't even know if you guys can see it, but all I have is just a bag of ice. Yeah, you guys can't see shit. I gotta get more light in this son of a bitch. Okay, so one step closer to having this all finished, and the next step that I want to do is, like, pull these nails out of the walls, because there's a lot of nails, and I'll insert them if I need them, but right now they're just sticking out and they're kind of just hanging out. It's no big deal. Okay, so you guys know the drill at this point. Maximum effort. Love this shirt. Okay, so the things that I wanted to talk about. Okay, first of all, I forgot what day it was. You know, it's Happy Me and Jocelyn Day. You know what? I'm just gonna say Happy National Jocelyn and I Day. There's that. The song that got stuck in my head today was, God, I can't remember. Oh, Mr. Tinker Train by I said Rob Zombie, Ozzy Osbourne, off of his No More Tears album back in 1991. An album that I found out actually went 4 times platinum. So that's a feat Ozzy should be very proud of, because wow, 4 times platinum. That means he sold over 4 million albums, copies of that album. The reason why the song stuck in my head is, as Jocelyn and I were driving around New Mexico, driving to and from Albuquerque and Los Lunas, I put on the 30-day, I call it 30 days, the Spotify playlist that I made for the June Vlog Challenge with all the songs that get stuck in my head. And after it's over, it plays songs that are like kind of the same songs from the playlist. So it plays like Ozzy, and it plays Kiss, and it plays AC/DC, stuff like that, because there's similar songs. So we played that, and Mr. Tinker Train came on, and I've heard the No More Tears album. It's just been a while, and I know Mr. Tinker Train, they made a music video for it. So I was like, man, I know this song. I like this song. And then I woke up today, and it got stuck in my head, and I even made a post today on Facebook that says, "Can you say Mr. Tinker Train?" And, of course, nobody got the reference. And then my wife just said, "What?" So, there you go. A reference that went over everybody's head, per usual. That's okay. So I like that song a lot. It's a great song. The topics that I wanted to talk about was, obviously, saying happy anniversary to my wife of 3 years of talking. Going to be a year of marriage coming up pretty soon. Actually, like within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, it'll be our 1 year anniversary that we've been married. And today is the 3rd anniversary of us talking. And next month will be 3 years that we started. Well, we made it official. That it took us a month to make it official. We wanted to meet each other face to face before we made it official. So that's what we did. Is that the first June bug of the season? Oh, there's 2 of them. 2 freaking June bugs just flew in here. That's what I get for opening the garage door, to get some cool air in here, because it gets pretty hot in here, hot and humid in here. So the June bugs are just all over the place. Okay, cool. A lot of people are going to get freaked out by that, but that doesn't bother me. As long as it doesn't land on me, we're good. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And then another topic I wanted to talk about was the People versus O.J. Simpson documentary, mini-series that I watched on Netflix. I think it was originally on FX, and Netflix, it's on there, obviously. And I finished it, and I was actually, there were new elements of the case that I didn't know was a legitimate thing, like the LAPD versus African Americans aspect. I didn't know that was a legitimate aspect for this case, and this is pretty much the thing that Shapiro and Cochran ran on, was the race war between the LA Police Department and the African American citizens, which, okay, yeah, I will admit that there are plenty of bad cops out there that do target people for their ethnicity, for their sexual preferences, for anything under the sun. If your hair is a certain color, they'll charge you. They'll judge you. There's certain people like that are scum of the earth, and I don't think that they need to be employed. But of course, at the time, because they had this cop, I can't remember the cop's name, but the cop he testified, and they asked him if he's ever dropped the N-word before in his entire life, and this cop flat out said multiple times that he's never used that word in his career. And come to find out, a few episodes later, there was a woman that was trying to get a screenplay put together for the LAPD, make a dirty cop type of documentary. Would you guys hold on a second? Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to go relieve myself. I was going to fart, but not on camera, so I farted off camera. So you're welcome, America and Australia, Canada, Mexico, whoever's watching this, you're welcome. I did not fart on camera. Would have been good for reviews, I think, but courtesy, courtesy. But, so, and then, yeah, like I said, that this lady was shopping a screenplay. She was trying to get a screenplay written up about this movie. And she interviewed that cop, and apparently, every other word out of his mouth was the N-word. And that I didn't know. Because when the O.J. Simpson trial was going on, I was 2 or 3 at the time. So obviously, I was too young to know about any of this stuff. So that was a new aspect I didn't know existed. I didn't know that Cochran turned it into a race thing, Black Lives Matter type of situation. Even though that wasn't the term back then, it's the term today, though. So that was interesting enough. I don't think that OJ was innocent, which they said he was innocent because they turned the whole case into a Black Lives Matter witch hunt. And since OJ was a black male that was pretty much came from nothing and eventually became a football star, excuse me, I just got the chills. Became a major football star, and it turns out that racist cop actually did plant evidence at the crime scene, but that should not have been enough for him to get off, because this is before DNA testing. They talk about how it's a new aspect of criminology and stuff like that, how DNA is just a new aspect back in 1995. And a lot of people were like, DNA, whatever that is. Because before that, you could kill somebody with your bare hands and leave fingerprints all over the place, and nobody would know. You could probably get away with it back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even parts of the 90s. That freaking train horn, man. There are some nights where, they play with each other. If there are 2 trains, passing in the night, one of them will go, And then I'll go, sorry about that. Ran out of storage again. I need to learn to delete these videos after I upload them. Because if they accumulate after a while, I lose storage and it stops the video mid-sentence and it pisses me off. So this is really a me thing, so I need to fix that. Okay, so yeah, because my wife was asking me throughout the entire thing, she's like, okay, so is the point of this miniseries to try to convince you that OJ didn't do it? Or is it a point to prove that they botched the trial and he did do it and got away with murder? I said, this has not changed my aspect at all on if OJ did it or not. He did it. I could tell you he full-blown did it. Because if he would have done it like yesterday, dude would have been fried. You know, double murder, double homicide, whatever you want to call it. And he might have either done a crap ton of time, even though he's a famous football star. Like, let's say, I mean, no ill will. I hope this never happens or anything like that. Like, say, like Emmett Smith or like Eric Dickerson, somebody like that were to murder somebody tomorrow and do it exactly like OJ did, dude's toast. You're toast. So those are the first two running backs that popped into my head that have been retired for a while. Excuse me. Have been retired for a while and about the same age as OJ was when I think he did commit all these crimes. But anyway, with the DNA evidence and the advancement that we have in all that, like fingerprints and stuff like that, blood types, everything, he picked the right time to murder two people is all I got to say about that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about very, very briefly was the very depressing news about Friday the 13th, the game, which is, as far as I know, I don't know the full details. I just read an article saying that Victor Miller, the original, I think he was the screenwriter for Friday the 13th, is pretty much telling Gun Media and IllFonic that they are not allowed to do any more DLC, any more campaign, any more story mode, or anything like that, because I don't know if IllFonic is making a lot of money off this game and Victor Miller wants to get his hands in it. I don't know what the problem is. But they were going to release one more map. They were going to release a new counselor. And they were going to release Uber Jason or Jason X Jason. And that was the foreseeable future, like something that was going to happen quite damn trains again. Quite, like, you know, quickly. I think that they actually were going to launch it on July 13th. They were going to release Uber Jason on July 13th, as well as the spaceship map that came with it. And I don't know if that was going to do single player mode, you know, story mode or anything like that. But it sucks. So for the foreseeable future, it's been shut down. I mean, what they have now, you get what you get, don't throw a fit. And a lot of people are actually blaming Gun Media for this, which I don't know how you can blame Gun Media for this, because it's not their fault that Victor Miller decided a year after the game's been freaking released to say something. If I were Victor Miller, I would have done it like at the very alpha stage of the game, because now he just looks like an ass. I don't know if it is Victor Miller. That's just the article that I read saying Victor Miller was trying to get the rights to the game, or saying that they don't have the rights to release the content for the game or anything like that. So it's whatever. So Chris and I are just going to play it and play it and play it. Hopefully they'll have double XP weekends still. And I also read an article from IllFonic and Gun Media saying that they will still do like bug fixes and glitches and stuff like that. So we just got to hopefully just hunker down for a bit and play with what we got. And hopefully in the future this will all be resolved. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm finished for the day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. Hope you guys had a great day. Hope you guys will have a better day tomorrow, or on pace to have. If you did have an amazing day today, I hope that just streak continues for you. I hopefully am going to have a great day tomorrow. I'm praying to God that the company that I applied for, they told me that they're going to have an answer for me by tomorrow, whether I got the job or not. So they said they'll call me regardless. Hopefully they call me, and if not, then it looks like I'm going back to Pizza Planet. that's my last resort is going back to Pizza Planet. All right, guys, thank you all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Come by, have some drinks inside my fridge, have some strawberries. Bye, guys!